Hi all, this is your girl Natasha, and if you've been following me, it was a very busy day I had today, shopping and then the eye doctor. My pupils are dilated. It's starting to wear off, but I'm still blind as a bat. But no, I want to be serious. I was told by one of my fellow sis that another transgender woman was murdered in the Bronx. And of course, I went to the article because I've done advocacy work for the LGBT community. And boy, was that a trip. But that's another story. I'm kind of tired too, so excuse me. But I just wanted to address to my trans girls who follow me and even my biological girls that follow me. It is a shame that us trans women have to be careful. I was having fun because I was showing that ZT Anthony Banks how you slightly and politely be a lady with a man. But even though she's a butch queen, she's not herself. She flips, flop, and play man, and it doesn't work. But I'll really explain that to you in detail, how the butch queens try to play the straight men. But right now I'm being serious because another black trans woman was murdered. And she was in a relationship with this man. And what got so fierce in their relationship that he would murder her? This is a man who, I guess, claimed to love her. And yeah, I'm smoking a cigarette because it's bothering me. Pay the nails no mind. They'll be getting done. I'm just tired. But yeah, even biological women included, and trans. Be careful with these men. Don't let them know who you're in a relationship with. Be careful. This trans woman was in a relationship with him, and he stabbed her. And the thing about it is, when these black men on the DL or whatever you want to call it, trans attractive, and they don't want to admit it, and then they get mad and murder the trans woman, and they go scot-free. They disappear. And the law doesn't go after them. Now, mind you, I think if it was a Caucasian transgender woman or a biological Caucasian woman, the cops would be out looking for them. And that's the shame of it all. Black trans women, we are in danger. And please be careful when you're dealing with a man or you meet a man for the first time. And even the sex worker girls, my trans sex worker girls, please be careful. Because I'm not looking down on a sex worker girl. I know some of their stories. They have to survive some kind of way. But society won't give them a job. No, the girls are not lazy like society may think. It's just that they're discriminated against. And they have to live. Or some of them are thrown out of their houses because they're trans. And it's a shame. And some of them are young. And this is what they have to resort to, sex work. And it can be very dangerous. When I was in my 20s, and early 30s. Yeah, I played games. I played Russian roulette. But when you get a particular age and you're seasoned, then you know it's not worth it. You knock it off. But I'm not blaming the trans woman because a lot of times you biological women, the trans women are not playing games. A lot of times these guys know that they're trans women and they're attracted to them. And sometimes they just you have mean spirited guys who just want to get a cheap thrill and they're afraid that, oh well, let me kill this bitch because she may say something. And then some girls, I must say, are guilty for putting him on blast because they lived for him and they wanted to share, just like biological women do. They wanted to share that they met a new guy. And they'll say something and it gets around, or they'll put it on social media, which is the last thing they should do. And it starts trouble because social media is the wrong place to put it because it will grow legs and it will get around. And it's a forever video. So, I'm just saying in general, black trans lives matter. And even not, let me forget my trans men. There have been trans men who have been killed. Male, female to male. Transgendered men. There's been many of them killed. So I'm just saying, in closing, that we've got to do better. These black men have got to knock it off. And if they're not girls, you've got to be careful. Nowadays, it's not like back in my day. To be totally honest, in my younger days, you didn't really hear much trans women getting killed. I don't know what it is now in this day and age with you youngins. You hear more killings than you did in my day, believe it or not. It was just slam, bam, thank you, ma'am, and that was the end of it. If they went and they told somebody, it's different than social media. It may have got around the block and you hear different rumors, but it wasn't like social media nowadays. So it's very different days and times now, my girls. So I just want you all to be careful, my trans women of color, especially us. You know the black men target us if we're not careful and we choose a decent one. Yeah, I took on an escapade today to show Anthony Banks how to be classy. Even though he's a gay who despises who he is, he still tries to get the boys. But he doesn't know how to do it, even being a butch queen. I just had to show him from a trans woman's perspective how you slightly and politely be a lady and you be careful the men that you choose. That guy I was with today, we're friends. I've known him a couple of years. He is a hoot. Yes, his name is Kevin. And he's a hoot. I really enjoy him. We laugh, joke, talk about serious things. And I had to go to the eye doctor, and my eyes were, with my pupils, they were going to dilate themselves. That's another reason why we got to hang out today. is he took me to the eye doctor and waited for me afterwards. So I'm rambling on, but I want my trans women out there who look at me, follow me, please be careful, girls. And if you're in the sex industry, girl, be careful. Be careful who you choose to hop in a car with. hmm Or deal with. And you biological women, you need to be careful also. It's just not safe now. 2020, this year, things are very dangerous. Coronavirus, murders, everything. We're living in different times. And the world as we used to know it may not be the same. Well, anyway, Miss Natasha's tired. She's getting ready to get a refill of Coke and be gassy all night and pop her gas X. Oh my God. You guys know I'm silly. You know it has to be fun in it. Hell, what good is it if it's, no fun? I have a sense of humor and I love to laugh. And even though I did a couple of videos today coming for Anthony Banks, I'm really going to start doing more videos and getting my platform going and going live. Like I said, I want to get in touch with Lady Nika and ask her advice. And even Jaded Nerd, because he's really good with his platform and his effects and different things of that nature. Watch Jaded Nerd. He's really sweet, nice guy. Now you people who, I don't know what type Jaded Nerd has, but if he's single and looking, I think whoever he gets involved with, that they would be a very lucky person and that they should appreciate him. And no, don't go saying, oh, Tasha's lusting for Jaded Nerd. Not at all. He's a young man, and I like to see how can I put it? I like to see young, black, talented, driven men. It's not enough of them. And when you come across one that is refreshing to watch them, and he's, of course, a part of the LGBT community, he shows a good side of the LGBT community, not like that ZT. That's a negative person who doesn't love himself as a gay man. But Jaded Nerd does, and he's respectful. That's what I like about him. So, guys, let me be quiet, because my eyes are still, it's slowly wearing off. And it's getting hot again in here, so I'm going to go turn the air on and get cool. And then when it starts getting in my bones, my lower back, I'll cut it off. I don't mind letting you guys, excuse me, I don't care about you guys knowing about my aches and pains. Shit. When you get a certain age, everybody will get an ache or pain that they have to deal with. You'll see. But anyway, that was just a message I wanted to send to my sisters, my trans sisters, and I have some biological women who follow me, so message goes for both. Anyway, let me shut up. I'm hot. Let me go turn this air on. Shit. and take my gas sacks. I bloated and go drink some more Coca-Cola. Anyway, I've said enough. And my tea kettle will be brewing over again, and you'll see me. And you know something, ladies? My trans women and my biological women, have you noticed since we've had to wear masks, if you wear eyeshadow, what's the use of wearing lipstick? Because you're covered up with a mask. I was going to wear lipstick, and I said, well, what are you going to... You're going to be wearing a mask. What's the use of the lipstick? Oh, well. I'm just being silly now. I'm tired. But I just wanted to get that message across. And I'll shut up now. And Castro, you be strong and you pay that Anthony Banks no mind. Anyway, love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Mwah. Never mind the nails, they're getting done. And thanks for the company.